I assume that most of you have attended this Power BI DAX, right? Both offline and online students you have attended. And whoever the students has not attended, okay, whoever the students has not attended, please go through the recording once. So the recording is available in the YouTube directly. In the YouTube Naresh IT, it is available, okay? In the Naresh IT YouTube channel. Naresh IT YouTube channel itself, it is directly available. If you want the link also, we can copy and we can, if I give in the classroom also, finally it will be redirected to the Naresh IT YouTube only. So in the Naresh IT YouTube channel, directly you can identify the recording. Okay, please go to the recording once. And in that, we have majorly discussed in terms of functions. What are the different functions we have discussed and steps, and along with that, if and calculate. So those functions will be used majorly. So here the conditional formatting, what are the conditional formatting is there, highlights and everything. When you are doing the data analysis, the entire data analysis will be done based on the conditions. Okay. So for example, if I'm using here the condition, what is the condition is if. So here you can write the logical test and value if the true and value if it is false. So I'm writing here if here what are the logical test is there, that is b1 is greater than 20. If it is true, what I want, condition satisfied, I want as the yes. If the condition not satisfied, value as the I want this one as no. If value is yes and value is no. And just I'm going to give. So since condition was satisfied, I'm going to get the output as yes. Wherever the condition is not satisfied, I'll get the output as no. For example, I'm writing here the condition as I want the B2. What are the B2 is there? B2 is greater than 40. Wherever the condition satisfies that particular one, I'm going to get the output as yes. And wherever the condition not satisfied, I'm going to get the output as no. So if you have observed the previous class, this is 30. Here I am changing the value to 37. See, now if you have observed in the last class, the same kind of thing we have done in the Power BI also. What is the difference in the Power BI and here is in the Power BI? Okay, first we are going to write the if. Inside the if, we are going to write the condition. And after writing the condition, if condition is true, what we want. If condition is false, what we want. Okay. First, if you have to write condition. How to write in the Python, guys? In the Python, if age is greater than 40, yes. If yes. Yes. I want no. This is Python code. The same thing I'm writing here. If what is the condition here? Age is greater than 40 is the condition. Now, if the condition satisfied, what it has to give? If the condition satisfied, what is this? Yes. If the condition not satisfied, that is yes. What is the answer? No. That is the meaning. Okay. So here, this same thing in Excel, in Power BI, how to select? Now, in the last class, when I am explaining the Power BI, I told you if you have to write like this. Inside that age, how you are going to select the age means data. What are the table name and column name? Table name and column name, and you are going to write the 40, comma Yes and no. This is in the Power BI. So here you are just collecting the data. What are the data is there? That data you have to give in this way. In the Excel, how you have to give? Within the Excel, if cell number, you have to write the cell number. What is the cell number here? B2 is the cell number, greater than 40. Yes and no. What is the difference? Means here column name you have to select. Here cell number you have to select. That is the difference in the Excel versus Power BI. Point is clear? This is Python. Done, guys? Now, so here I have written the cell number. So just one more time I am showing you. First I am writing the in the Excel is equal to if. Whenever you are using the function, before to that equal to symbol should be there. Then only it will evaluate. If first write the condition. What is the condition is number of projects are greater than or equal to 1. When the number of projects are 1, I want this person is qualified. If condition is true, the person is not qualified. Can you see here? First I have taken the cell number and along with the cell number comparison operation and followed by Q, that is qualified, not qualified. Now this person is qualified and this remaining people are not qualified. Wherever the value is greater than or greater than 1. So if you want greater than or equal to 1 means, then what you have to write here? Equal to. So equal to or not equal to 1. So which people are qualified, miss? Point is clear, everyone? Understood? Now, next. Sir, it is not only the Power BI projects, sir. It has to include the Python projects or overall projects. Sir, without seeing the overall projects, I want to take either number of projects of Power BI are greater than or equal to 1 or Python projects are also greater than or equal to 1. Now you want that to check the two conditions. So when you want to check the two conditions, which operator we have to apply? Logical operator. So here you are going to apply the logical operator called as or AND. I'm going to apply the or and here the function name is or. What are the function name? Can you see here? Logical 1, logical 2, so on. So what is the logical operator I want to apply? Means any one. What is that one means? This one. That is C2 is greater than or equal to 1 is one condition. Second condition. What is the second condition is? Either D2 greater than or equal to 1. This is the two conditions. And so which are the conditions satisfied, it will give the output as true. Which are the conditions not satisfied, it will give the output as false. So now the student 1, either he has completed Power BI project or Python project. Any one of them he has completed. Either this or this. Either or this or this. Why Herosity has given for this student Dinesh? Why it has given the true means? Because out of these two, one at least he has completed. Because or. What is the condition here? Or. If I write end, what happens? It will go with the both the conditions. Both conditions, first condition and second condition, both of them should be true. Now tell me guys, in this example, tell me first it is greater than or equal to 1 and greater than or equal to 1. Satisfied? Yes. Now this person is going to get true or false. What is the output? True. What about this one? Second person? True. What about the third person? True. Fourth person? Fourth person. True or false? Person number 4. False. Person number 5. False. Person number 6. False. Why? Because this is true, and true and true. What is the output? True. True, and this is also true. True and true. What is the output? True. This is true and this is true. What is the output? True. This is true. This is false. And end. End is there. True and false. What is the output? True and false is also true. Huh? True and false is true or false. So here, just observe, guys. First, this one. I am writing the condition C2 greater than or equal to 1. What is C2 greater than or equal to 1 means? What is C2 here? This one. Greater than or equal to 1. First tell me only this one. True or false? This one. True or false? This one. True or false? This one. True. This one. False. This one. False. Individually. Now, sir, I want to check only individually, sir. First, let's start with the individual. Okay, I'm again re-executing one more time. Individual. I'm checking only individual. For checking individual, I'm checking the condition. Since it is a one condition, I'm applying the if. If number of projects, what are the number of projects are greater than or equal to 1. Number of projects are greater than or equal to 1. The output should be, if satisfied, true. If output is not satisfied, I want false. Now, true followed by, next one is, what is the next one? True, next one. True, what is the next one? True, followed by false, followed by false. Is that okay? Everyone is okay? Now, next, this one. Individual, I am checking only for this one. How to check individual condition? If I am writing here D2. First I am writing here if, within the if I am writing D2. D2 is greater than or equal to 1. Means true. If the condition satisfied means I want the output as true. If the condition is not satisfied means I want the output as false. Okay. First D2 is greater than or equal to 1. True or false. Now tell me. This one. True or false, sir? First record. True. Second one. True. Third one. True. Fourth one. False. This one. True. This one. False. Okay. So when I drag it down, clear? So both of them are separately are done. Now I want to do any, if the student has done out of these two, any one of them, any one, any miss or a ender, or. So when I apply the or, what is the output of this first record? When I apply the or, what is the output? When I apply or, what is the output? When I apply or, what is the output? True or false? True. False or true? What is the output? That is also true. False or false? What is the output? False. When I apply the or condition, any one of the criteria should be true. For the, now the same thing, if I apply the end condition, what is the output of end? What is the output of end? True. What is the output of true and true? True. What is the output of true and true? True. What is the output of true and false? What is the output of false and true? And what is the output of false and false? Is the point is clear? When I go with the true, you are going to get 5 truths with 1 false. This is OR. Observe clearly. I am applying the OR operator here. OR. OR means any one. What is the condition 1? My condition 1 should be greater than or equal to 1. Either the number of projects from Power BI should be greater than or equal to 1, or either from Python projects are also greater than or equal to 1. Anything is fine. Now anything is fine means automatically I am going to get the 5 truths and 1 false as the output. Now when applying the end condition, A and D, end means I want both the conditions should be satisfied. What is the first condition is this value should be greater than or equal to 1, or number of projects from Python also should be greater than or equal to 1. That projects and this projects, both of them should be greater than 1. Now when I take this one, I'm going to get 3 trues and 3 false. Reason is clear now? AND operator, OR operator and if operator. When you are having one condition, go with the if. When you are having the multiple conditions, go with the either AND or OR. Point is clear? Everyone understood? Clear guys? Next. Now, sir, I want to apply like this. If age, what are the age is there? Age is greater than 30. If the age is greater than, if the age is greater than 40. Okay. One I want in terms of class 1, C1. Elif. What is meant by elif? Elif means above condition failed. If above condition failed and age is greater than 30, I want them as a category C2. C2. And else, what is meant by else? Above 2 condition phase. I want them as a category C3. This is my requirement. Now tell me, first person comes under which category? C1, C2 or C3? Which one? First person. C3. Second person, he comes under which category? C2. Because condition 1 phase. Next, C1. Followed by next, C2. He comes under C2. Next, C1. Next, C2. Now I have entered manually. Instead of entering manually, it has to be done automatically, because here 5 records are there, I have done manually. Okay, but multiple records are there. Then, so in that case, what we have to do, if an ellipse we have to add means, here first we have to write the if. What is the condition? If condition? Condition number 1. What is the condition number 1? B2 is greater than 40 is the condition. Okay. If the condition satisfies, bracket, I am opening the bracket because it is a function. If function. Okay. B2 is greater than 40. If B2 is greater than 40, now what is the output? They comes under which category? C1 category. Okay. C1 completed. Now, what if false? Means if they are not satisfying the condition, now what they have to do means, they have to check one more condition. That elif condition, I am writing here one more time. If. In the if, now what is the second condition is? What is the second condition? Same B2 is greater than 30. If this is satisfied, what is the output? Yes means what is the output? C2. If this condition is not satisfied, what is false? It should be C3. This is nothing but nested if. You are going to write nested, if and ellipse. You are going to write the ifs and ellipse in this way. Points are clear, everyone? Now what is this meaning? See, same answer you have got. Whatever we have entered manually and whatever it has given by using the if condition, same thing or different? Clear? Everyone? Understood or not? This one. If and ellipse, have you understood or not? If it is not, please ask so that I'll explain one more time. Clear guys? Now, you tell me then in this case, what is the code I have to write? If age is greater than 50. I want A, letter A. If age is greater than 40, I want B. Elif, age is greater than 30, C. Else, I want D. Like simply to say marks. Marks whenever it is crossing more than 90, grade A, grade B, grade C. Here grade column is not then a age column. Actually, it will be applied in the grades. Now for this, what I have to write? According to this, I have to write for the if and ellipse. How to write in the Excel? First, start with the if. In the if, we are going to consider age. Where the age is there? What is the cell number? B2. So I am going to consider the B2. B2 is greater than 50. Means this one was completed. If the condition is true, what I have to write? A. This line also completed. If condition is not satisfied only, it has to come where? Here. Condition not satisfied means what it has to do? Again, if. Condition not satisfied only if. Condition satisfied means A only. Condition not satisfied means if. Check the new condition. But whenever you are using the if, how many arguments you have to provide? 3 arguments. What are the 3 arguments? Condition, condition true, condition false. So I am going to provide again B2 greater than 40. Is that clear? Everyone? When it is false, I am providing here B2 greater than 40. If the condition is true, what is the output? B. If the condition is false, then what is the output? Again, it has to check the new condition. What is the new condition it has to check? Again, if. That is, B2 is greater than 30. If the condition satisfied, C. If the condition not satisfied, again it has to check a new condition. No need. Direct final answer is D. And close the brackets. How many open brackets are there? 1, 2, 3. So close brackets also should be 3. Close it. For this one, this is the code. This is the function we are going to write. Is that clear? Done. Now, so generally where we are going to use this one is in the grades. For example, student grade, you are having something like this. Now you have to tell me the code. Okay, grade is what are the student marks? Marks is the column, and student has got 95, 90, 82, 85, and 60, and 56. Now tell me guys, my requirement is whoever has got more than 90, excellent. Whoever has got more than 80, good. Whoever has got less than 80, fail. This is my requirement. Or simply, whoever has got more than 70 pass, less than 70 fail. Simple. First this one. Let's start with this one. More than 70 pass, less than 70 fail. What is the code I have to write? What is the function I have to write? If, what is the condition? B2 is greater than 70, greater than or equal to 70. They are considered as pass. and whoever the student has got less than this, automatically they are considered as fail. And whoever the students has passed and whoever the students has got fail. Okay, and I want all the students to be highlighted. Wherever the students are passed, that cell has to be highlighted. Then what I have to do? Conditional formatting. For this particular column, I am applying the conditional formatting. Wherever the value exactly equal to pass, only those people will be highlighted. Or wherever the people are exactly fail, those people will be highlighted in the entire batch. Right? So first you are going to create a new column, and after creating a new column, you are going to apply the conditional formatting, and how many records satisfied your requirement you are going to see. Points are clear, everyone? Next. So this is nothing but with respect to if condition and end condition and or condition. And finally, we are having like this. And I think most of you are already familiar with the data visualization. I mean, which type of plot we have to use. So what we are going to do is in tomorrow's class, okay, today we are going to cover all the functions, everything. And in tomorrow's class, we are going to see the data cleaning. How to select the data cleaning. Means when you are having the large data, how to identify the missing values, how to fill those missing values, or how to identify the wrong data and how to replace them. So tomorrow class is data cleaning in Excel. So once tomorrow data cleaning in Excel is completed, Wednesday we are going to do the data visualization in Excel. That is, what are the plots are there, how to select the plot. I will show for one or two plots or some plots, and from that we will do the project. Finally we will do the project in the Excel. So project will take another 2 days. So Thursday and Friday will complete the finally Excel. This Excel will be completed, right? So data cleaning and data visualization one class, and project will be of 2 class. And today we are going to cover the some functions within the Excel. Is the points are clear, everyone? So what are the different functions we are going to use in the real life? Those functions we are using here. Next, in a for example, if you want to use the nested ifs, okay, if okay, whether one or more conditions are met, and you are going to get the true. So multiple conditions, when you want to add the multiple conditions. So if logical test 1, what is meant by logical test means condition. Value if true. If in this case, what is the value is true. So let us take like logical test is greater than 90 is the condition. Value if the true. What is the value if the true means I want as the grade A grade. The people A grade or excellent. Simply I am writing here excellent, comma. Now what it is saying? Logical test 2, that is condition 2 means if the logical test 1 first failed, logical test 2, that is nothing but one more time this one only greater than 80, comma. Now in this case, if it is true, what is the output I want? Good, right? Now done. Next it is asking logical test 3. I want again the same value if the value is greater than 70. What is the requirement is greater than instead of 70. I want the okay. I want to print okay. And I'm going to get here excellent. Here also excellent and good. Okay. And now the more important point comes here. Not available. Because in the ifs, if the condition is true, what has to be printed is there. But if the condition fails, what is there is not there. Means this ifs can be used. Ifs function can be used when you are having the if, elif. Like this, if you are having the multiple elifs without else, you are having means you have to go with the ifs. I want to add the if and else, both of them. Then you have to use the if function. This is if function. Sir, I want only single if, sir. If the condition is true means that one. I don't want to even check the else also. I don't want else, only if. Now if you go with the single if, see, this is single if, a normal general if. I am writing here if. If logical test, what is a logical test means? If the value is greater than 90. If the condition is true, I want A, comma. If the condition is false, it is asking, but I don't want to give the condition false. If the condition is true only I want to give, means I want a single if. I don't want the else. If I don't want the else, I can't go with the if. If means by default it includes the else also. But I want only the, then I have to go with the ifs. Ifs, here I am going to give the condition, wherever the condition is greater than 90. I want as A. See, now it is going to give the A. For remaining all of them, it will give the null. Here you are having only the if only is available, no else is there. In this entire thing, else part word is not there. If is there, ellipse will be there, but else will not be included. Clear? The difference between the if versus ifs function in the Excel. Is that clear? Everyone. Next, sir, if you are having the error like this, then in that case, what we have to do? So, here I am writing the if error. There is one more function, if error. Now, in the if error, it is asking the value. What are the value? Comma, value if error. If error, what is that value you have to give means? I want the 0. Now, whether it is error? No. So, it is going to give the output as? So, just I am writing here, if error. If error, for this particular column I am applying. Comma, if it is non-error, I want the 0. Wherever the error is there, I will get the output as 0. Clear? Understood? If error concept you understood? Everyone? If value is not error, the value will be asterisk. If the value is equal to error means, it will give the whatever the value you are writing here. Clear, guys? Yes. If NA, you can use, as one of the student is asking, if NA, can we use if NA? So, if NA, what are the if NA is that? First you have to write the value, and if the value is null, with what value you want to fill. If the value is not null, it will fill with the same value. If the value is null, it is going to fill with the value. If error or if NA. If it is not available. Clear, guys? Everyone? If and if error, if NA, ifs, everything is clear? Any questions? Now, next, coming to this, next one. What are the next function we are having? Now, here, we are going to use the dollar symbol to lock the cell or to lock the column or to lock the row. So now what happens, if you observe here, I have given here H2. When I have dragged it down, it is taking automatically H3, followed by H4, followed by H5, followed by like this, it is taking automatically the next number. But it should not take like that. Every time it has to take a fixed cell. It should not change. It should not change. Then what I have to do? In that case, what I have to do? It should not change. For example, let's take like this. What are the values here? Okay. How much this value is better than 90? How much this value is greater than 90 I want. Okay. This value greater than 90 I want. Now what I'm going to do? This value minus 90. So it is going to give me the 6 marks. 6 is 96 minus 90 or something like this. Each value when compared to 90. If you observe here, B2 90, B3 90, B4 90 like this. Nice. Up to here nice. Not a problem. But here what I'm going to do is I'm fixing some value 90. This is my 90. Now here I'm going to take B2 minus this one. B2 minus B10. What is the answer, guys? 6. Okay. Everyone is okay up to here? Not a problem now. Now see, if I drag down, what happens? It is going to do 90 minus this one, 82 minus this one, 85 minus this one. So if you observe B2 minus B10, after that one number was increased for B2, one number was also increased for B10. B3 minus B11, B4 minus B11, B5 minus B13, 14 like this. But I don't want like this. Every time B10 should be locked. No change in the B10. Every time it has to differentiate with the 90 only. It should not increase. This one should not be increased to B11, B12, B13 like that. What about B2? B2 should increase. B2, B3, B4 I want. But side, what are the side number is that should be locked with B10 only. To lock like that, we are going to use the dollar symbol. Two dollar symbols like this. One is before to the letter, one is before to the number. Now what happens? Now see, I'm going to drag down. Now see here, B10 only. Next B10 only. Next B10 only. See, observe clearly. B2 is there. B2 minus B10. B3 minus B10. B4 minus B10. B5 minus also B10. So every time that number is fixed. B10 will not change every time. B10 is locked. To lock that number like that, to lock the cell like that, we have to use the $2. One is before to the alphabet, one is before to the number. Is that clear? Then it is going to lock the cell. That cell will be locked. It will not change. Otherwise, by default, it will change to next. It will go to the next. Clear, everyone? If anyone has any questions, please ask. What are the questions you are having? Clear, guys? Next. So like this, we are going to apply the various functions and we are going to execute the codes. Now, as already I told you earlier the pivot tables. What is the importance of pivot table and how the pivot table changes everything for you, and all these things already we have discussed in the earlier class. Okay, pivot tables and tables, and which are the tables you are going to take. So here I'm asking to create table. So it will create a table like this. For which are the data you ask. For example, I'm having the data like this. Okay. Without any columns, I mean borders are not there, nothing is there, with no borders. A normal general it is having like this. Now I want to convert this one to as a table. How to convert this one as a table means click on this, click on the table and click on OK. And it will be converted as a table. And if you want any formatting, you can choose the format of the table. Which are the format you are interested, you can choose. So I'm choosing this one and click on the format of the table. What are the formats you are interested? You can choose which are the formats you are interested and you can rename. Or simply instead of doing like this, sir, I want to create myself one column, one new row. I'm trying to insert a new row. Click on the insert and add here one new row. And after adding the new row, what are the column names are there? Name, marks, projects, something. What are the names are there? And after adding everything, just you give here the borders. Simply give the borders. Automatically it will also give us a table. And no sir, I want in a different way. The table should be in a different way, miss. Then choose accordingly as per your choice. Okay, this will give the table. It will insert the table. Okay, and as I've told you, in the next class we are going to discuss. Already you know the slicer. What is meant by slicer? Filter and slicers. Already we have discussed in the Power BI. Same. In the slicers, we are going to choose the categorical variable and we are going to select whichever we are interested. Okay, so we are going to click on the slicer and we are going to get the visual filter, right? Next, and next one is this one not required because you are not going to draw on the screen like this. Okay, this is for writing something on the screen. Okay, not required for you, right? We are not going to use this one. And let's go into the page layout also. We are going to take the printout. While taking the printout and background and set that one, this one, margins, side left margin, right margins, that one we are going to give. This is also not required in our case. Majorly we'll focus on the functions and the second one is on data. These are the two major things. And if you are having the duplicates, if you click on the remove duplicates and it is asking select the range. So I'm selecting from here to here and I'm going to click on the remove duplicates and it will click on OK. No duplicate values are found. So let us create one duplicate record. Okay, let's insert here. I'm copying and also I'm inserting here. Okay, now can you see the duplicate? Now entire data I'm selecting and click on the remove duplicates. Click on OK. See, one of the duplicate was removed. Okay, is that clear? One of the duplicates are removed like this. So remove duplicates is just you have to click on this. And already you know the sorting. Okay, A to Z sorting is nothing but categorical data. Numeric data means number wise sorting. Alphabet means alphabet sorting will be there. Number means number wise sorting will be there. And you know the filter, simple filter, advanced filter. Advanced filter means you are going to have the top end filtering, condition based filtering. Okay. Now, what are the text is there? Here text to column. What is the text to column means? For example, here I'm writing something like this, SRK. Now this one text to columns. If I click on this and click on the next, so it is creating as a new column name as SRK. Okay, so what are the columns are there? SRK, Siva, Rama, something I'm having. Now these three I'm converting text to columns. General only and destination. It is asking the destination. I'm going to select the destination, three columns. I'm going to select like this and I'm going to give the like and I'm going to click on the finish. So it is going to give that in that particular three columns. So text to columns. What are the text to columns are there? And the next one is remove duplicates and data model. And already I told you what if analysis. So what if analysis means nothing but you are going to observe the data, and from that data what observations you are going to have, and this is called as groups. You are going to create the groups. So how you are going to create the groups means based on the particular columns. Okay, here I am going to choose some categorical data. Let me choose some categorical data like this one. Let us give the gender. Insert the gender. Male, male, female, female, and male. Okay. Now here I am going to select this one and I am going to click on the group. Group rows columns. One minute. I am going to group this one by using the columns. This is not that much of important for our analysis or nothing. Go to E13. Yeah, it is setting means it is it is basically trying to merge. That requirement is not there because we are already having the merge function with us, right? So this is no use. Than that, instead of this, if you want all this comes under one group means better to do the merge like this. We are going to do the merge and we'll write this one as group one, and these two columns comes under another group. For example, these are the two different group students, group 1 and group 2. We can write directly like this. Okay, if it is want the grouping like this, we can do in this way. Simply we can do the grouping and we can also add the sum. Okay, this is considered as one group and this can be considered as one group. Clear, guys? So like this we can even split the two groups as per the columns. Simply we can merge the cells, and we can only write manually because there will be no use in terms of directly by using the groups, right? And remaining all of them comes under data cleaning, and mostly we have covered the most of them. Most of the functions are covered in the last class. What are the functions, and in the today's class functions, and most of the things are covered. And majorly the if conditions, which we are going to choose the data based on the condition, right? Now, so before moving on to the data cleaning, up to here everyone is clear? Anyone has any questions on the functions which we have used in the Excel? If you are having any questions, please ask. Done. So we'll end the session for today here, and we'll continue in the tomorrow. Download. How to download the free version of Excel, right? Yeah. Now, first open the Office. Guys, in your laptop, could you please check this one? If this is available, directly it is a simple installation. What you have to check means, here just type here Office in the store. First go to the Microsoft Store. In the Microsoft Store, within the Microsoft Store, here just you type here Office. Office Copilot. Office Copilot. Okay. Here you'll find in terms of Microsoft 365 Copilot. Microsoft 365 Copilot, and see whether it is available. If it is available, directly install here itself. It is a free version. Check in your laptops once, please. Online students, whoever has not installed till now, could you open your laptop once? Or you are having the laptop with you right now? Have you brought? Open. In your case, Office is available? For you, Office is available? Already is there, huh? Already is there means no use, because that one will be installed automatically. If it is not there, here itself it will be completed. Microsoft 365 Copilot, install here itself. If it is not available, second option, first download Office deployment tool. Okay, click on the Office deployment tool. So once you click on this, here there is an option called as Office deployment tool. Download this. Download this one. Okay, after downloading this one, now come back. Okay, now come back, and here type Office download. Once after downloading the Office deployment tool, just click on the Office download. Once you click on the Office download, free Office online for the web. What is this free Office online for the web means? Here only one thing you have to do is sign in. So you have to click on the sign in, and you have to use your email ID, and if you're not having the create, first you have to create, and after that sign in. Now my suggestion for you is, better instead of using any software or installing or anything, first priority go to the Office store. If it is available, directly download there only. If it is not available, come to the Office download, and here you click on this, and use the free Office online for the web. What is meant by free Office online for the web means, in the website only you will have the Excel sheet. In the web only you will have the Excel sheet. There itself you can practice without downloading any software or without installing the software. Generally it will be done by the Mac users. For Mac users, Office cannot be used. Free version is not available for the Mac users. So Mac users are going to use the online web. So just you can use in the same way online web. Point is clear, guys? So go with the Office 365 in this way. And if this is also not working for you, then I will give the next option in the tomorrow's class. Out of these two, 100% it has to work. Recording. File. Which file? Which file? Yesterday, what is the file we have used? This is workshop, and this is the data set. Right? This is the chocolates data set, right? So I'm going to upload for you this chocolates data set. And as I've told you earlier also, the recording is already available. And just I'm going to share you this data set in your drive. Just I'm adding in the Power BI itself this file. What are the yesterday's class file is there? Rename it as chocolates data. Done. Added. Okay. Done, guys. We'll continue tomorrow from here. If anyone has any questions, please ask. What are the questions you are having? Power BI? This Saturday we'll do. And on this Saturday we'll complete that, and along with that we'll also do the Microsoft certification. So by end of this Saturday everything will be completed.